What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe right now. And today I'm going to show you guys how I got these nails using pigmented powders, and we're going to get right into the video. So first, I'm just going in. My nails are already prepped and ready for acrylic, and if you want to see how I prep my natural nails, that video is in the description box below. But for this video, this part, I'm just going through doing my regular application, and the color I'm using is Perfect Nude from Valentino. As far as my regular application, I can use this nude by itself. I don't have to encapsulate it with the clear or anything because it is a cover powder, meaning it's strong enough to be on its own. But for the application part, I am just starting at the bottom and kind of working it upwards and then bringing it back down, if that makes sense, and just, you know, patting the sides and making everything straight. I do use my fingers a lot. You don't want to do that. I have been working on trying to stop using my fingers because it's really bad. But anyways, I'll just do that, and then I just add a bead on top, and I just keep going. Once I'm at the cuticle area, I do take a small bead and place it a little bit downwards and then push it up into the cuticle so that it's a very flush and natural looking bead instead of, you know, a very lumpy and big part right there, if that makes sense. And then you want to drag it downward. And I'm just doing the same thing for all the nails, which you'll see me do. for my shaping, I do like to do most of my shaping with a hand file. And if you want to see a detailed video on how I shape, that video is actually in the description box below as well, so you can go check that out. But overall, basically what I do is I just use the hand file to clean up the sides and everything, and a little bit over the top, and then I'll go in with the e-file to bring down the cuticle area to again make it look more flush, and just make sure everything, the bottom or the top I mean, is flat and the surface is flat, making sure there's no holes or dents anywhere. Once I'm done with all the filing, I go through with my buffer and I buff with the rougher side and then the smoother side to get a very smooth surface on the top. And once I did buff her nails, I had my client go ahead and wash her hands. So I use this white acrylic paint to draw out the lines where I'm going to be placing the color. Originally, when I see this done, what you're supposed to do is use white gel polish, cure it for 30 seconds, and then pour the powder on. But I don't work with gel polish. I only work with gel top coat. So basically what I did was painted a white barrier underneath so that when the color is put on, it stands out more instead of being on the nude and being a very dull color. So I went ahead, put the white on all of them, and then I put the gel top coat and cured it for 5 seconds and then put the powder on, which you'll see me do, and I'll explain when I do it. Once I'm finished with the white, I take my top coat and I just apply it a tiny bit along the edges, and I will cure this for 5 seconds. While it's in the lamp, I'm just getting my brush. I'm getting all the powder on the brush. And you need a lot of powder, and then you just brush it on to where the gel is, if that makes sense. You basically see me doing it. It's basically self-explanatory if you just watch the video. So this is basically just what you do. In my opinion, some of the nails did need a little touch up. Like, there was still a little bit of white showing. So some of the nails you will see me just go through and do another layer of the gel and everything, and just make sure everything is good. For the line one, I did put some gel top coat on this little pad right here and use my brush to go along the line, because the whole nail polish part of the brush, or whatever you want to call it, like, that's not going to fit over the line, you know. So that was just my way of making sure it got only on the line. Once I finished with all the powders, I did go through with a little bit of acetone just to clean up any extra, you know, like that right there, any powder that got on the regular nail or around the cuticle area, and just clean up the lines as much as I can. Then I went ahead and top coated with this Valentino top coat. And the top coat I use for the powder part, I used the Nail Couture top coat. I didn't mention that before, my bad, y'all. But yes, I used that top coat. I'm using the Valentino one now, and I will cure this for 60 seconds. Once that's cured, I'll go ahead and use my cuticle oil. If you watch my videos, you know I love using my little cuticle oil with the flowers in it. This is the finished look. It was super messy as y'all saw, but it did come out really cute. This is, you know, something that's been going on, and I'm glad that we got to do this style but remix it, because a lot of techs have been doing it but like doing the same thing. So, you know, I just switched it up a little bit. But thank you guys for watching.